Hello everyone. This brief video is about creating an academic tone for your research paper. You need to consider your audience. Who are you writing this for? And you use different types of tones and different styles of writing depending on this audience. So for this historical research paper, or any type of research paper, your audience could be your peers, could be your teachers, but it's an academic audience. And so we want to have an academic or scholarly tone. Your paper is also more convincing when you have this serious tone. You do sound a little bit more of like an authority that you've done your research if you do some of these tips here. There are others. We'll start with these. First thing I'm going to do is avoid using first person singular pronouns. That's I, me, mine. Take yourself out of the paper. What I mean by that is, instead of writing, I believe Henry VIII was a powerful king, just write, Henry VIII was a powerful king. Sounds a little more forceful. In my opinion, that my is a first person possessive pronoun. Take it out and write, most would agree. Not everyone, but most people would agree. That lends weight to your argument. It's not just you and your one singular opinion, it's most people. Another way you could write that is, it's reasonable to conclude. Any reasonable person having read your paper and read this evidence would come to the same conclusion you did. Instead of, I think this happened, or I think Anne Boleyn was innocent, let's write, one would think. I is first person, one is actually a third person pronoun here. Remove yourself and you're saying anyone reasonable, anyone seeing the same evidence. One could reasonably assume that this happened. Even if you don't have concrete evidence for it, you're connecting the dots, and that's what you're doing with a thesis statement. Don't write in second person. When you use words like you, yourself, or your, you're talking to the reader. That's fine in certain situations, but again, for this task and for this audience and with this academic tone, there isn't this back and forth. And it's not you or your. Keep it third person. A couple other tips. Be careful of absolutes. Words like never, always, everyone. The problem with absolutes is that it only takes one exception to disprove the statement that you just made in your paper. Everyone loved Queen Elizabeth. I get what you mean. She was very popular. She was revered. But we know there might have been one person in England that maybe didn't love her. Probably bunches. So let's change that to something like most of the people, or even she was a well-revered or well-liked queen. Let's not put everyone in there, or always. If you do use an absolute, double check your statement. Make sure, is it factually correct? And don't use inflammatory words. These are insults, these are put-downs, these are words that could be potentially or even mildly pejorative or offensive in your paper. So you don't want to write like, only a crazy person wouldn't believe in this, or that was a stupid decision. May have been, but that's not an academic tone. There are better words for that. So look out for those words that inflame. You're not writing a blog on the internet. Again, you're presenting this academic or scholarly work. So good luck. Thank you.